let's talk about Aaron Rodgers, as we just mentioned. There's rumors that he might be going to the Jets. I feel like we're at the same song and dance every year, but it seems like this year to be the most legit because he did kind of fall off a little bit. I think he's still a really good quarterback, but he fell off a bit. Do you think Rodgers will leave Green Bay this offseason?
Yeah, it's tough because, unlike Lamar and even Brady, any really quarterback who's in the market for a change this offseason, Rodgers I find to be the most unpredictable. I mean, this guy has gone through so much turmoil in the past year or so. As you mentioned, last year, we really thought that was, coming to an end for him in Green Bay. I think it's in Green Bay's best interest to let him go, despite his talent, everything he's done for the organization.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I mean, he has one more year left in his contract before he can opt out. This team was so close to playoffs. They have a lot of, young talent that's been coming up through the ranks. Christian Watson. I think this team, will stick with him for another year, and then Rodgers ends out after. It's just so unpredictable, and it's hard for a team. I know the talent is there, but we see all the quarterbacks now, like in the AFC NFC Championship, they're all on rookie deals. They're all younger guys. You see Aaron Rodgers, you see that personality, the kind of person he is, and it's tough to, fit him into a new locker room, build a culture around him. So I think he stays in Green Bay, where he's been his whole career, for at least another year.
Yeah, and it's just, like I said, every year we see, is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Is he going to retire? Is he going to leave to a different team? This is now Jordan Love's fourth year, and we really haven't seen much out of him. We did see him start against the Chiefs. He didn't look the best. He also didn't look, he looked all right when they played against the Lions a year ago at the final week of the year. I think he started in the second half, but it seems like we haven't seen enough Jordan Love, and this would be Jordan Love's fourth year. And when Aaron Rodgers' first year, he was in his fourth year too. So it is kind of interesting how they do that. And I feel like it probably would be better for Green Bay to keep Rodgers. But then again, I don't think they were going to admit that they were wrong by drafting Jordan Love. But then they also brought in Rodgers last year and gave him that huge contract. Now, there was reports that the contract is tradable and he is willing to take a pay cut. I don't know if that's actually true. Do you think Jordan Love is ready to be a starter next season?
I think he is. And the one game I would say you forgot about a little bit is the Eagles game. And that went under a lot of people's minds because that was a blowout of a game. But I thought he looked sharp. I mean, this kid was a first-round pick. The organization believes in him. He's learning from one of the best. And, you look at what he can do in the football field. He has all 5 tools to be a, solid quarterback in this league. It's hard to see because we really haven't seen him in any NFL action at all, really. But at this point, when you have a first-round quarterback, you can't just let him rot on the bench behind a guy like Aaron Rodgers. They're not going anywhere with him. At the most, we've seen this team in the past few years, and I just don't think they're a Super Bowl caliber team with Aaron Rodgers anymore. They have to retool it. And why not go with a younger guy like Jordan Love? I think he fits the timeline of this team a little bit more. While Jair Alexander is still relatively young, you got A.J. Dillon, a young running back, Christian Watson. It seems like this team is kind of shifting to more of an infusion of youth, and Jordan Love kind of fits that mold. So I think at some time you're going to have to give him a chance when you take a guy that high in the draft, and now is the time for me. Because otherwise, I've been hearing reports that he's going to ask for a trade if Rodgers does commit to this team for another few years.
I forgot about that game with the Eagles you mentioned. He actually did look really good that game. I think he threw a touchdown, and I think he led them to 2 drives. One was a touchdown, the other one was a field goal, but I completely forgot about that. And he looked very incredible in that game, or he looked very good in that game. And it's also interesting too, because if Rodgers does stay another year, then I feel like Jordan Love has to ask for a trade. Yeah. And I don't know what teams would be interested, but especially with his last showing against the Eagles, I think more teams would entertain the idea, like the Carolina Panthers maybe, or the Indianapolis Colts, or the New Orleans Saints by chance, because they don't have a first round pick this year. They're kind of in no man's land right now.